This is second grade Into Math, Module 20, Lesson 4. Add and subtract lengths in centimeters. I can use a number line to represent and solve addition and subtraction problems about length in centimeters. Please gather your workbook and a pencil and turn to page 504. We will start under Build Understanding. A worm is 12 centimeters long. A second worm is 9 centimeters longer than the first worm. How long is the second worm? Let's look at part A. How can you show the lengths of the worms on the number line? Well, I know that the first worm is 12 centimeters long. So I'm going to draw that first worm. Find the 12. I'm going to draw that first worm. Here's my first worm that's 12 centimeters long. Then I read that the second worm is 9 centimeters longer than the first worm. So the second worm is already 12 centimeters. So from here, the second worm is 9 centimeters longer. So if I count from 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's where that second worm is going to end. So I'm going to draw right here where it ends. I'm just going to draw another line here and put 9 because the second worm is this and 9. So here's where that second worm ends. Let's take a look at part B. How does your drawing represent the problem? I can explain my thinking by saying I drew a line to the length of the first worm. So that's what I did first. And then I added a line to show how much longer the second worm is. So I drew this line to show how much longer the second worm was. And so then the total length of the two lines, this one and this one, shows the length of the second worm. Now we're ready to look at part C. Write an equation to model and solve this problem. Use a square for the unknown number. Okay, so remember first I had the 12, which is the first worm. So we can write that. We had 12, and then we added another 9 here because that's how much longer the second worm was from the first worm. So we added a 9, and when we did that, we ended up at an unknown number. So we're going to make this box unknown. We could also say, another way we could write that is we could also say that there was 9 plus 12, and that gave us an unknown number as well. So just know that you could go that way too, 9 plus 12. This is the same length if you add 12 plus 9 or 9 plus 12. It's the same thing. So when we do that, when we add 12 plus 9, we get 21. So the second worm is 21 centimeters long. Great work. Now let's take a look at the next page, page 505 under Step It Out. Miss Lewis has some wire that is 41 centimeters long. She cuts 18 centimeters off the wire to use. How much wire is there now? So we know she's taking it away from what she has. So we're going to be taking away in this problem. Let's take a look at part A. Draw a line to show how long the wire is before Miss Lewis cuts it. So what was the amount of wire to begin with? It was 41 centimeters long. So let's draw a line to show that 41 centimeters. I'm going to go to the 41 here, and I'm just going to draw a line all the way to here. Now, it stops at 18, and that's okay. We're just going to write the 41 right here to show the 41 centimeters of wire. Now it asks us to draw another line to show how much of the wire Miss Lewis cuts. Well, how much of the wire did Miss Lewis cut? She cut 18 centimeters. So we're going to start where the wire, we have the most of the wire here, and we're going to count backwards to 18 spaces. So if you want to pause and try this part on your own, you can do that and check your answer. Or you can follow along with me. So I'm going to start here at 41, and then I'm just going to start counting back. And I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I stop here, and I'm going to go ahead now and draw a line where it ended and write the number 18 there. Okay, we are ready for part C. Write an equation using a square for the unknown number. All right, well first we had 41, and then we cut 18, and we don't know where that has landed. So we're going to write 41 take away 18 equals an unknown number. But we actually did solve this because we put the 41 and then we counted backwards 18, and where did we land? We landed at 23. So we can answer that the wire is 23 centimeters now. Great work. Okay, we're ready for check understanding. Rashida's yarn is 36 centimeters long. She cuts off 14 centimeters. How long is the yarn now? Write an equation using a square for the unknown number and use the number line to solve. If you would like to try this on your own, you may do so. Pause this video and then come back to check your answer, or follow along with me. We see that at first the yarn is 36 centimeters long. So we can write 36 here, and we notice that she cuts or takes away 14 centimeters. So we're going to go ahead and write take away 14. And that is going to give us our unknown number. Okay, now we're ready to try this on the number line. And again, maybe now you're ready to try this on the number line now that you have the equation. So you can pause and try this part on your own and come back, or just continue to follow along with me. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find that number 36, and I'm going to make a line here and draw a line all the way down to represent that first yarn of 36 centimeters. And then I'm going to start at the 36, and I'm going to count backwards 14, because that's how many centimeters she cut off of this long 36 centimeters. So we're going to start where the 36 is, and we're going to count back 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So here's where it ends. So I'm going to make a line right here and connect those two lines there and write the number 14, because that's how much we cut. Okay, so now we have solved this problem, because first we had 36, and then we took 14 away, and when we took 14 away, where did we land? What's the rest of this yarn? The rest of this yarn is 22. So we have 22 centimeters left in this yarn. Great work. As always, you can go back and watch this video at any time, and you can pause along the way as needed. Great job.